Alright, I'm still messing around with this brake booster and master cylinder. I got most of it pulled apart. I mean, I still got the vacuum line right there, that piece. But the only thing that's holding me up are these two bolts right back down in there. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, they're just difficult to get to. But we're not gonna let that stop us, right? So I had to go to work yesterday, which of course I had to stop working on my truck. But so something pretty interesting happened to me at work today. I mean, today, it's still in the morning time. Yesterday, something pretty interesting happened to me at work yesterday. But basically, so I'm in full uniform, police officer, for those who don't know. And I go into Walmart to get like some water for my shift. And as I'm walking out, it's this little girl and her grandmother sitting outside of Walmart. And looked like they were about to load up their car with their groceries. And like the little girl, she probably had to been like 10 years old probably, was staring at me, and and she started smiling, so I smiled back, and gave her a head nod. And I kept going to my patrol car. And then all of a sudden I got to my patrol car and I can hear the old lady say officer, like faintly. I could barely hear her. So I stopped, turned around, and I see the little girl walking up towards me, and I can hear the grandmother say, "Hurry up, he's busy." So the girl starts running towards me, and I'm thinking in my head, okay, here we go. I'm gonna have to listen to a complaint, solve a problem. My mind just all probably in the most negative place. Yeah, something going on. The little girl keeps running up to me, and she gives me a hug. She reaches her arms out to give me a hug. When I tell y'all that was the best hug I had in a long time, because it was unexpected. I'm thinking it's gonna be negative. She gonna want something. She just wanted to give me a hug. And so I gave her a hug, and I told her I love getting hugs, and I told her my name. I asked her name. We spoke for a little bit. But that was great. And so that was the beginning of my shift. It totally changed my mood for the rest of the day. How she approached me. And it's good to keep in mind that, a lot of times we get into these like kind of negative or unhappy places, where we're thinking negative. Sometimes you gotta mentally tell yourself, I'm gonna be positive, I'm gonna be happy, right? So as it relates to this brake booster and this master cylinder, I'm about to be positive, and I'm about to be happy, and I'm about to get this thing off. So I'll show you guys what I got when I get it all disconnected. Success. That's what success looks like right there. Finally got it out. Brake booster, it's all out. It actually took me a couple of days. I would say probably like an hour and 30 minutes, but for me, an hour and 30 minutes has to be spread across a couple of days. Just because I got to go to work, all that good stuff. But got it out. And so like I said, I'm thinking this is bad. The seal behind the master cylinder has caused the brake booster to go bad. So I'm about to replace it with this new one. Looks a whole lot better. It doesn't mean it's better, but it definitely looks better. But we'll see. We'll see what it gives us. I'm glad to have that thing out of there. That was a pain, just for those last 2 bolts on that one side, but we did it. Y'all probably can't even see me, but I got a lot done this morning. I got the new brake booster installed. I have not installed the master cylinder yet because I gotta bench bleed it first. Bleed the master cylinder, then I bleed the brakes, all that good stuff. But I'm done working on the brakes for today because I just got an email from UPS saying that the rest of my spray-on bed liner material has come in the mail. So I'm gonna finish this truck, the tailgate, and just knock this out so I can get something completely finished before I go to work. Seems like work always get in the way. So I'm gonna change gears a little bit, knock this out, and that's it. I'll probably put it on time lapse so y'all can kind of see what I do and judge me and critique me or whatever. You know, I don't mind. I need the feedback. But so stay tuned. I'm gonna switch gears for a little bit. You gotta chill out when you're doing stuff like this. Jam out, whatever, listen to your favorite music. It's just time consuming. I think it turned out pretty good. It's still drying in some spots, so it's gonna look uneven a little bit. But coming from that plastic bed liner that I had in here, pulling that out, getting all the dirt out, the leaves out, sanding down the rust, putting the rust reformer to prime it, and then putting in the spray on bed liner. I probably did all that maybe 50 bucks, 40 bucks. You know how much it would have cost me to have a company like Linex spray this for me? Hundreds of dollars. I take this. Like I said, I can't really mess up with this old rusty truck because anything I do to this truck is gonna be an improvement from where it was. All right, so tomorrow I'll probably get back to the brakes, finish that up. I just gotta bleed the brakes, that's it. Time to get ready for work.